Just for the pressure, mate.
Money on me to lose, or?
All right, let's go. As we head into turn one, a nice exit by AERO. Actually broke free from the pack nice and early there, but a nice control conga line. These boys, as Aldo says, they don't want to get too tricky on this first lap, in particular under these conditions. They need to try and get a bit of temp in those tyres, especially under these wet conditions early, so they will stay in formation until we complete this first lap or two, and they'll be into it. Lukey, how are you, mate? Another nice long shot. How are you, man? Welcome in, bud. I'm just going to keep the comms to a minimum here. I'm still in the chat with the racers. We'll just make sure they get through race one, and I'll jump out into the comms box with the lads and address stream.
From there.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah, I'm looking at Sunday. Is it me or is it him that's like...
He's got a little bit of a shake happening there, mate, but that's okay. You got a little bit yourself too, so just be aware, boys. A couple there, but that's fine. That's not too bad.
Alright, yeah, it's a little bit bad.
It's just a little bit. Once the line breaks up, it'll ease up for you. Nice little conga line, as we say, to kick off. Scozzy with a nice move up the inside of Anderson there, but Anderson might get the cut back. He does. No, Stewart. He keeps that pace around the outside. Anderson knew he was there. Nice little move early on the open lap, make up a spot. He has made his check out to nearly 4 seconds on this first lap, AERO. Look at him go. Not bad at all. Beasting. Oh, a big wiggle out of the chicken, but a nice catch in front of Mackie Nova there from the Sting. All right, as we head into the final turn to complete lap one, which that looks good enough for me, guys. Like I said, enjoy it, have fun, send it, and I'll see you after the race. Good luck. All right, let's go and head into the comms box with our event organiser and our Sunday Stewart, and also a couple of the lads again from race one. Looks like we've got Auto, Goju, Bananas in there as well.
Hey, Bondi.
Good to see you. G'day, May. Welcome in, boys. Here we go.
Clean start.
That has. What a breakthrough from this young fella. 4.2 already on the second lap, eh?
Awesome start here. I'm just going through the look of the field. A few little battles.
Yep.
A little bit of stiff coming from Ag.
Jump in the lobby if you like, Goju.
Oh, really?
Yeah, jump in. 2 spots. Yep. Yep. You jump in too, Banana, if you want to.
Cleaned out. Bro.
Yeah, mate.
He's still making a break. Matt and Nova with IMAT right behind him, though. Tucked in there with him too. So Scotty. Just kicking back a little bit with the goo. Muldoggy, Sad there, Addy, and Aussie. In the meantime, Water Arrows skipped out to a 4-second lead. Holding that pretty comfortably. Beasting starting to get a little bit of space away from McNova. Almost got him out of the slip. McNova's still bringing IMAT with him. Still starting to space out a little bit.
They are. Again, Arrow still maintains that 4 seconds up top. McNova a second behind, just latched onto the tail of Beasting here. IMAT's not going anywhere. He's right there in amongst the Mixos. Rome in 5th. Scozzy sitting in 6th position. Anderson's right there. Kagoo not letting him go either. He's only 7/10 down the road with Doggy right on his dot. And Sad there rounds out top 10. Addy, he's picked up a quick little half there that won't be too detrimental this early. And Aussie sitting in 12th as we head into the chicken to end the second lap.
Certainly looks like a heavier weather pattern than what we got.
Big time.
I think we had drying lines by now.
I'm looking at the weather radar right now, and dude, that shit, it'd be like vagina. That's wet now.
It is moist, like a vaginal region.
Interesting to note too, we've got some of the guys are on wet tyres, so we've got Water Arrow out in front at the moment, Beasting on wet, McNova on wet, IMAT on inters, Grome on inters, Scozzy on inters, Mr. Anderson on inters, Kagoo, Muldoggy, Sad there, Paddy and Aussie all on inters. So we've only got
Interesting.
2 runners on wets, and they're in second and third, trying to capitalise while they can.
Nice.
Those wet tires are really going to be their like optimal window right now, right? Like,
I'm surprised to see him. I like it though.
rare occurrence.
It is, because I mean, if you know, for our viewers, if you look at that little that meter next to the tyres on the bottom left-hand corner of your screen, that second line that it's almost there approaching indicates that you do need wets. However, in between that and the line beneath is your inters. So it's right on the cusp of the wet tyres, so you can see why a couple of the drivers have chosen to put them on.
So the upside, these guys will have a little bit of breathing room too on the wet tyre, because off the racing line, this track does hold a lot of water still. There was a lot of us in race 1 that were able to hang on to those inters all the way to the end of the race. There was plenty of wet.
Yeah, you're not wrong, and I noticed a few of the boys heading up the side too and maintaining that low temp in the tyres to keep as much rubber on those inters as they could towards the end of last race.
There's definitely a lot of tyres racing going.
Big time, massively.
These things close that gap right back in on water, AERO, quickly.
Mate, you are not wrong. I'll tell you what,
In
when you
the
miss something there, on those wets,
in
he's
the
reeling them
He's
in.
even going for it.
He is. He backed off a little bit there. He knew if he went into it, he probably would have sent AERO there, so great awareness. I'll tell you what, you're not wrong. Beasting made up some serious time on AERO, and Mac Nova's only a second and a half behind, so you know, he's only a few tenths off getting into the toe. I'm at again.
I'm at and Rome and Scotty and Mr. Anderson
All there.
staying within striking range of Mac Nova. So once those tyres start going off, I'm surprised Mac Nova's not running over onto the wet line like all these inter-runners.
Yeah, you're not wrong. He's just focused.
Yeah, if I was on the wet tyre, I'd most definitely be spending as much time over in that wet line as I could.
For sure.
He ain't all about that jazz.
To be fair, I know you say that, Otto, and I do agree,
Yeah.
but the track, even on the dry line, is still
Yeah.
50% on the water meter.
Yeah.
So he probably doesn't have to chase the water.
No.
Not yet, but it's a good
Not
idea
yet.
to keep some longevity, I'd say. But yeah, I totally agree. I
window?
myself would be starting to hunt water.
Yeah, the window where you want to do that,
Paranoia.
I think it might have changed as well. Same for like, go for that wet line, so like avoiding the rubbered in line and all that, right? Like, right now on this level, it already seems like they just can get away with just running over the dry, or like the quote-unquote dry line.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yep.
As Digger says, it's mega moist compared to the kick-off of race 1, that's for sure. But as you can see, AERO's yeah, you're not wrong. He's created back that little gap of a second there. The Beasting is still within reach. Mac Nova just a few tenths away from latching onto the back of Sting. Rome not letting them get away. I mean, this is going to be a very hard race to call, in particular how this weather does hit them just after or before the halfway mark.
Doesn't
really
look like
wonder-
he's getting a good run on the back of Romeo as well.
He
I
does.
think this pack's going to bunch right up.
Yep.
I really wonder how those wets are going to be.
And I'm at drop back somewhere as well on this lap too.
Hogger's asking if Mac's done a twist yet. Grey Digger saying Romeo and Mac will do the twist in a bit. Everyone's playing, or maybe I should have predicted the twist again.
Should have
Mac
been in. Here we
Nova.
go, beasting up the inside of Water Arrow too, coming onto the main straight.
Let's check it out.
And Mac Nova is right back there with him, and he's bringing a +3.
Oh, head to this wall
Bravo.
corner. He's up the inside. AERO maintained the pace on the outside though. It's good stuff. He had a little look, didn't he? As they head into turn 1. Again, not much wear on those wets at all, as you can see. Minuscule bit of red on those tyres. So not too detrimental considering that the wet tyre requirement is not too far from flashing. So they're right on the cusp. They're not hurting them. Again, we've got Beastie, Mac Nova on the wets in second and third.
I'll tell you what, Beasting's looking good here on fuel too. definitely got the best fuel out of me, including IMAX.
Let's check
Both
it
of
out.
them looking pretty good on fuel.
Not wrong. They've still got plenty over 3/4 of a tank there. AERO just edging over the 3/4 of a tank. Mac Nova's right on the 3/4. He's used a little bit more than the cars around him. Romeo very similar. Anderson a little bit more. IMAT, you're not wrong. IMAT and Beasting, really good fuel. No need to rev the car out, in particular if you're in a spot like this in the track. Take all those little advantages while you can get them.
100%. Race 1 was also really tight on the fuel.
Big time. Yep. I noticed you got home on the smell of an oily bag, mate.
Yeah, man, fuck.
Yeah, I almost needed the mean.
Hey, with me, you don't have to do that, man.
Great move by Scuzzy around Romeo then.
Yep.
Great was.
I was more looking at like the people that he's running on the license plate, man. You made that. Joe's really good at making decals, man.
Go back and check this move out by Scuzzy around the outside, and as you can see, very, very nicely done.
Oh, Mr. Anderson. Oh, the
Oh, a
guys are
little
coming
bit
together up
of,
in
they
the
have come
up in the
together.
chicane.
Stewie backed
about
off a bit
Scuzzy.
there. He did back right off. He didn't want to cause any more carnage than what could have happened there. That's pretty good craft by Scuzzy there.
Yeah, no, that's good.
What the fuck?
It was just a bit unfortunate on the entry. I think I did miss it in particular, but I could tell what he did after it was to create no carnage.
That field's really starting to punch up from third back.
It is, isn't
like
it? Check
cork
it
in a
out.
bottle at the moment.
Yep.
Yeah, those sweats are kind of out of the window, eh?
Yeah.
The wets are starting to show that little red stripe, and
Yeah.
those Inter boys will be getting pretty toey about now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
They
fucking
feel
annoying for you.
greasy.
Oh yeah. I'll tell you what, Goju wasn't wrong on that call a couple of laps ago. These are really starting to come together here now. As you can see, we're right back even to Kagu. He's only 1.2 off this pack, less than that now with that entry in there. So he's latched onto the pack. So we have got, as Auto says, a Conga line all the way up to Mackie Nova in 3rd to 10th. Let's go.
With all that being said, the weather radar is still showing rain.
I'm up the inside again.
Oh, and there he goes.
he's
He
overshot
cops it. He has overshot it, something fierce. We're going to go back and have a look at who gave him the unfortunate bump, because obviously those drivers couldn't go anywhere. Wrong keyboard, dickhead. Here we go. So Rome, he gets on the anchors a little bit late here up the inside. Lucky McNova didn't go anywhere. Look at that. He almost just stopped, didn't he, to make sure he didn't go off track. But he's gone back now to 8th position. If we catch what's happened there.
He kind of got swamped.
He did get swamped from the slow exit from the hill.
It was just about 4 wide at one point. Everybody just scattered everywhere.
They did. There could have been a lot worse considering what happened there. I thought 2 or 3 cars were going off track big time. Harley, I've got 2 keyboards next to me. I'm trying to hit the replay on the wrong fucking one. I'll put this one in the layers.
The biggest winners out of this were Muldoggy and
Yeah,
IMAX.
you're not
IMAX back
wrong.
up, but Doggy's jumped about 5 or 6 spots.
He did. Doggy got himself up into 3rd here. He's having a nice run now. He's got IMAT right on his hairy dot. And a little bit of a gap back to Stewie. Not much actually at all. Only a couple of tenths. Anderson, Sadbear and
still
Addy.
together.
Yep, now in 8th position. And again, it could have been a lot worse, because Mac Nova's gone into the pit, so he's getting rid of these wets. Interesting. So
I wonder what he's going to go with. There's still actually rain falling at the moment, so I'm
There
not
is.
sure. I think he might be
bet
going
is-
first, isn't he?
My bet is that in about 3 or 4 laps, he's going to want those wet back.
he's probably going to the Inters thinking that they are hurting him, those wets, but he's not the only one out there on them. You know, Beasting's sitting in 2nd. He's still on those wets, and he's only got about 10% wear. So, you know, they're not too detrimental at this stage. Beasting, as you can see, minimal wear.
Oh
Doggy.
my God, there's green and yellow.
Oh yeah, there's lots of green and yellow coming.
There's a lot of rain coming, boys. So as we slowly go down through the pack, Doggy comfortably in 3rd. Now he created a small little gap for himself to take the pressure off here.
Oh no. Mac Nova has put mediums this one.
Oh no, and he's looped it. He's got a 3-second pen and it's about to get heavier.
Oh no. We've had a Strat Epo by the Mac Nova here. He has put the mediums on, possibly by accident. We don't know until we speak to him, but we'll soon find out. AERO now with a clear gap of 7.6 seconds. As you can see, good tyre, good fuel. A little bit more fuel in the tank for Sting.
It's squirting.
Tell you what, Mac Nova's doing well to tippy-toe around here.
If it backs off for him anytime soon, he's going to be laughing, but do we think it's going to back off under these conditions? I don't know. I don't think so.
Oh, beasting off.
Oh, he has. Beasting has gone off. Let's check it out. Oh, I'm on Doggy here, wrong driver. But we'll check out Beasting. He's just had a little bit of a whiplash there as he turns in. And it reset him. It reset him in the middle of the chicken.
In the meantime, AERO's disappeared out to a 10-second gap now.
He hasn't. Doggy has just gone through the whole pack.
And the track is wet.
It is wet now, so as you can see, guys.
AERO almost loops it too, coming around in the middle.
This is way too wet for answers, but just bite the bullet, man, to survive. That's all it is.
Oh, great hole by AERO there. Luck box, you're not wrong, Logan.
Now we've got
There we go. Bullshit. Didn't mean to do that, my bad.
Lead swapping sad bears coming up behind him. Mr. Anderson's coming with him.
Oh, look at this. They are still bumper to bumper here. 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th. Anderson. Rome, 4 seconds down the road. He's got Aussie right with him.
This could really well work well for Beasting. He's still got wets on.
You're not wrong. And again, that indicator, guys, is flashing that we pretty much need the wets. Oh, look how deep he runs there. Thank God for the wets. That would have pulled him up big time on that part of the track there.
No through changes.
Yeah, he'd have to. He's probably put them on by mistake, surely. Considering he knows the weather pattern.
Sorry.
You're all right, mate.
Never mind. No. That makes me do hang on, man. Not bad.
Ah, nice. For the link.
Beasting now catching Doggy very, very quickly. He's got that little tyre advantage at the moment, so he's pushing really hard. He's going to make up all that time that he lost to AERO.
You're not wrong. Doggy had an absolute ball here, as Luke mentioned in stream. What a luck box. He goes up through the field into 2nd position. He's still got that slight gap back to 3rd. He's on the inters. He's also running the VR. So he's got the headset on. Nice and moist here, running the Logitech G Pro. As he heads around the final hairpin to kick off lap 9. We're just approaching the halfway mark. 18.5 minutes in. Beasting there.
Back out on the wet too, with looks like a bit of a top up as well.
Yeah, but can't blame you, because you might be able to get back into some part of this race, getting those wets on, a fresh set anyway. And on that, Sad Bear's doing really well to hold their Anderson here. Sad Bear's really showed a bit of pace in the last few weeks, to be fair.
Looks like he's trying to have a crack around Mole Doggy. Looks like he's
going to get up inside, a little bit of a shake. Oh, and he's going to turn him. Oh, that's unlucky.
He's waiting for him.
He's got to redress that one. That's unlucky. He gets it up the inside. But look at that return back to track. Doggy gets it on really well there. Let's go and have a quick look and see if I catch his re-entry. He looped.
They haven't lost too much time either.
Not at all. See, Beasting just had a slight little shudder there, which pit manoeuvred Dog. Look at the angle he spins. Gets it back on track in front of the redress. Perfectly done. That's... Oh. Doggy.
Only lost about 3 seconds. Beasting
You're not wrong.
In the meantime, having a great battle with Doggy.
I can only imagine Doggy with the VR on then, just spinning around in circles, ends up back in track and then fully focused again back on track after doing the go-to loop.
Well, Doggy focus, right?
Yeah.
Doggy's cooking, man, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
With everything that's been going on too, Sadbear now up into third. He hasn't had any big incidents. He's just been able to get out of everybody else's way. Mr. Anderson's going with him. Imat, who dropped as far back as 8th in the first few laps, is now back up into second. And it looks like somebody else has looped it. Arrow's looped it too.
Oh, let's check it out. Let's go up. Let's check it out.
Looped it.
Here comes the cavalry.
So Arrow, he goes around here. How long does it take for him to get it back on track? He's off for a little bit there. He's got to hit the reverse. He gets it back on. That's going to be a cost of how many seconds? About 8, because, Imat's right there now. Sadbear gets himself up into third. Anderson.
The gap is 2 seconds now.
Wow, this has now turned it into a race and a half. It's worked out well. Couple of loops.
And after that last lap, only 1 lap ago when Beasting had his incident, not even a full lap, they were 14 seconds behind. Now they're only 2.7.
Unbelievable. And there's a handful of them that are 2.7 as well. Imat, Sadbear, Anderson, Beasting and Doggy. A gap slight back to 7, 10 seconds to Aussie, but he's having a nice battle here. Him and Rome. Rome on the inside. Scozzy's still right with him. Kagu's only 3 down the road, followed by Addy and then Mackie Nova.
Mr. Anderson down up the inside.
Let's have a look at this.
Anybody want a rolled up sandwich?
I reckon. Check it out. Oh, look at that. God, he's got to be on the anchors. Something fierce there. Look at the anchors he hits going up over the inside strip.
And they're still going. Imat's had a problem now. He's got Sadbear up alongside him. Water Arrow's now been able to skip back out to a 2.6 lead.
He has. Have a go at this. Have a go at
These
this.
guys are on. They saw Arrow spin. Now Beasting's up the back. Oh!
Gives it like Sadbear a nice little up bump to help him out there. Can he get the car up past Imat's pillar? He does.
This is stressful to watch.
This is unreal, isn't it? Eh? It's action-packed. We don't normally see this type of action on a Sunday, but under these conditions, you've got to expect it from time to time. But I tell you what, the boys have really pulled it off well, because we've had quite a few unlucky loops.
Yeah.
Luckily, Joe, you don't have to pull your hair out.
Look at it. This is good stuff. So we've gone past the halfway mark. We're 23 minutes in, 17 minutes to go. It is still moist out there, as you can see. Yeah, the track is dry, but as you can see, the indicator on the left-hand side still shows that these drivers still need those intermediates at minimum on the car. Oh, Doggy, nice send through there. And Imat, nice catch by Imat there. He comes out of the chicken hole the inside in the wet part of the track.
It's interesting to see how far the actual water meter changes as people go into a different part of the track. Like it's spiking almost half the meter distance in some areas when they move around.
Yep, still spiking up towards that wet mark indicator when they head down the line here.
But even you see some of the actual pools or the puddles, it just fires straight up to the top.
Yeah.
Water Arrow back out to a 3.7 lead, keeps getting bigger. Sadbear doing a fantastic job here in second place, holding him off, beasting on the wet, but those conditions are going to be more favourable for Sadbear at the moment. Mr. Anderson looking good for a podium here as well, because beasting is going to be hurting those wets really soon.
One on the red line, Motorsports livery. Anderson, always a good bet for consistency in a race. Doggy's only 1.8 down the road. He's in pretty clean air here now. A little bit of pressure off him for the first time in his race. He's got 3.3 back to Imat. As you can see, all the drivers are give or take that half tank. Imat's got just over it. Doggy's right on it, as is Sting and Sadbear. Anderson, Sadbear's just a little bit under, same as Arrow. Everyone's all pretty much the same, except for Imat's probably got the best fuel usage so far. And I think Matt Nova obviously put a squirt in when he went into the pits for the second time.
He put a big splash in. He's not doing too badly. He's starting to come back. He's pulled a few seconds in the last lap. for a couple of seconds, I should say. Arrow out now to a 4.5 second gap over Sadbert, who's now starting to get away from Beast.
He's got a bit of a gap, hasn't he?
That slip.
He has, Sadbert. As I said, he had a little bit of a time where he was missing for a few weeks. He's come back almost like a bit of a different driver, Sadbert. He's really started to show a bit of consistency on top of that pace he's putting out, in particular in the races. He's been putting in some nice quality times, I've noticed, but you know, when people match those type of times with consistency on their sheets in the races, that's where you can see they're improving as a racer. 2:16.2 for Beasting, and a PB for the race so far. AERO holds the race FL at a 13.3, which is damn quick under these conditions.
Be interested to see if Water can hang on to these tyres until the end. 14 minutes to go. He's got the fuel.
I think he's gonna.
Unless he revs the shit out of it.
Yeah.
Still good. 7
You're not wrong. I think he's going to be more than fine. Yeah. I think he's going to be more than fine.
Quicker again.
He is seriously going quicker. He's FL for the race, 13.382 on lap 6, and he's currently up about 7/10 on that time.
Bad Bear's still getting able to gap Beasting as well, who we're probably starting to think how far he can last on those, but he's got Mr. Anderson all over him. He's there as well, and they've got the better time. It looks like, thought Mr. Anderson was going to go around the outside of him there.
He tucked in, didn't he? Look at that.
Back in.
Right on. He's up on the strip. Can he get back on? He's just had enough room to get back on. Anderson gets the pace around the outside. Beasting, no option but to tuck in behind. Doggy's right up his dot. Let's go. Beasting's doing well on these wets, because I tell you what, they've got to be a bit rough now, don't they, with the majority of this track being...
They'd be greasy.
They'll be wearing.
Big time. They'll be heating right up. And to be fair, boys, he's got more wear on that front right.
He has. Water's about to obliterate the fastest lap time.
I think he is. He's going to be a 2:12.
Race 1 times.
He is. Especially on the inters as well. How good is this? Beasting's going in to get rid of him. He's going in to get rid of him. You can't blame him. They're obviously hurting. He was doing so well up in second place, and he figures he wants to send it home for the last 12 minutes. So Doggy comes up with his PB there of a 14.7, and AERO did obliterate, as Goju mentioned, a 2:12.1 from AERO there. Let's go and quickly check this gap again. Now he's put himself back to nearly 7.5 seconds out front. Sad Bear with Anderson 1.6 down the road, same gap to Doggy from Anderson. I'm at 2.5 down the road, holds top 5, pretty comfortable there. Rome, pretty consistent run as well in 6. He's got Scozzy right on his dot. And look at this, Aussie's gone from a 10-second gap from 7th to 8th to 4.6. You've got to give it to him. That's a big decrease in that 10-second gap. He's had a nice run here, Aussie, and Kagu has done the same with him, because he's stuck with him, only 1.7 down the road, Kagu here.
Not after race 1. I'm probably not the person to be talking strategy to anyone.
when you mean when you went past the pits and 99% of the cars went in, and you and Dexy thought you'd go for a little Sunday stroll on the slicks in the wet, mate.
But I could see Water AERO rev the car a little bit less.
Yeah,
Just a little bit less.
just a little bit less.
I'm not saying don't rev it. Just a little bit less.
You're not wrong, because he's probably just on the cusp, isn't he, boys? I mean, we're a third of the way through here, and he's got, what, a third of fuel. So Goju's not wrong.
90%, 85% of the rev bar.
Yep.
Not pin it, wait for a minute, and then change it. Just
No, you're not wrong.
Well,
Because if we have a look at the fuel behind him, a little bit more for Sad Bear and a little bit more for Anderson. Doggy, very similar between the two. So
Bernardo would say change there, because that's where it makes its peak power anyway.
Yeah.
But that's the
And
difference.
I'm at with plenty of fuel. Sorry.
He has got plenty of fuel, hasn't he? It's still only just gone under the half tank. Big Jan doing well, keen to get back on the track. Good on you, mate.
Aussie in.
Okay, so Doggy's gone in. He's really getting rid of those inters. There's a few drivers coming in. Aussie's going to go in as well. Kagu, he keeps going and gets those inters in the waterline to keep the temp down on them. As we go back straight to the top. AERO, he's gone back to his 10-second lead. Sad Bear again in second, but he's not too comfortable. He's got Anderson and McNova. McNova's picked up a 3-second pen there, unfortunately, in amongst the mix. He's been lapped, but it could have been worse from that mistake he made putting those mediums on. At least he's still out on track, having a crack and finishing out the race. That's what it's all about. I'm at in fourth. Rome comfortably in fifth with plenty of room in front and behind. Same as Stewie here. And Kagu now in seventh.
Look, I don't want to speak too soon on McNova's event, but I do think this has a lot to do with taking Beetroot off the classic Australian stakes.
This is true. This is true.
Did he take Beetroot off his
leave
steak
the
sandwich?
Beetroot,
He
mate.
said this last night, and I
He did.
think,
We couldn't believe it.
that's where it went downhill.
Yeah, we couldn't believe it.
Oh, that makes perfectly logical sense. You deserve whatever you're getting if you're going to take the Beetroot off, dude.
Yeah.
No sympathy from me.
Hey, a good call there in Stream Banana. I forgot about that when Fig Jam fell asleep. Then we were listening to him in the headset, snoring his head off, and then he come back and woke up and got back on track. That was hilarious.
Yeah.
He said, speaking of the
picked up a
Muppet,
pen too.
Stiggy's now over in New Zealand, mate.
What are in?
He
For a
is.
set of tyres.
He is, yeah. Interesting. Interesting. He might think he's getting home on the fuel. He mightn't think he's getting home on fuel.
That might have. This is the
I reckon he has.
He might get the wild card.
I reckon he's
gone
on
into
for
the lead.
Yeah, but I tell you what, he's not home and hosed. We've still got 7.5 minutes in this race. Anderson is not far down the road, and we know he's got good pace and consistent pace as well. He's got an FL of 12.7. Sad Bears is a 13.1. Last lap for the two drivers was 13 and a 14 for Anderson. So Sad Bear gapped him a little. Let's see the difference in this lap.
Well, Water Arrow's now onto the softs, and I've got a funny feeling Scotty's going to join him too.
Oh, Matt's picked up half there. Yeah, Stiggy's in New Zealand now, mate, living with his parents over there. He's got himself a job. He'll be getting his setup, cranking in his cave, and he'll be back in amongst the mix with the suit. He's jumped into stream in the last few weeks, throwing support as always and checking in on the lads. But yeah, looking forward to having Stiggy back and yourself in. All right. So Anderson, he hasn't reduced the gap though.
Arrow's bended! Arrow's bended!
He has. Let's check it out. He stripped it on the softs. This is the risk you run when you get in and put those slicks on when you've still got water on the track. Let's check it out. As he goes to the outside, he'll put the throttle down, as you can see on the strip, and away he goes. A common error in these events when you use that wide racing line, you've really got to get off that throttle and not hope for the ultimate exit as you would in the dry.
One of the biggest things that I found was when you have a bit of, I mean, if you're trying to cool your tyres a little bit and you brake while you've got some tyres on and some tyres off, I really find that unsettles the car really quickly.
Yeah, big time. Oh, a full send there. Look at him just get into it. See if he can make up a bit of time, but he's running out of that. We've got 5.5 minutes left in this one. Sad Bear, he's right out there now by the tune of 3.6. Can Anderson reel him in? Or can Sad Bear just keep it on track and get it home? I think this could be Sad Bear's first wildcard.
I think this is, look, you know, I'm happy to actually call it right now. This is going to be Sad Bear's first wildcard. He's slowly making that gap bigger.
He's increasing it, isn't it? I thought Anderson had really.
think the hardest bit is, but even if he does reel in, he's got to get around him. Like,
There's
You're not
3
wrong.
seconds in it
it's
as well.
yeah, it's not easy to actually get an overtake done in these things.
That's right. Unless you banana, make up a second on the last lap, and then the bloke in front of you picks up a pen on the second last corner. Kissed on the dick.
Yeah, man. You know who I kiss on the dick right now?
I'll take it. He says, I'll take it. The Dutchman doesn't
Yeah.
want a kiss on the dick.
Nah, dude. You don't want to know what I'm imagining right now.
Oh, you're only human, mate. Send me a message. Tell me privately.
Dude, you saw baby girl in the whip? Already know.
100%.
I sent you on the messenger.
Why have you started everything like this?
I know.
Hey, I sent it to your messenger, baby.
Oh, beautiful. So the wildcard feature, basically we've implemented that in the last few seasons, man. So you win race 2, you get yourself a wildcard in the following round into race 1. So you don't even need to run the Q sessions. You get an instant entry into the first race, so you can race for more points without even qualifying for it. You still get to qualify on the grid, but it just automatically puts you in race 1 the following week. So a little bit of a bonus for our drivers to stick around and make a spectacle of race 2 for us, and give the boys in race 1 and our viewers a second race to check out for the night. Alright, so again, it's slowly decreasing, but I don't think it's enough, boys. 3.5 minutes left in this one. Let's do a quick sift. Romeo solidly in 4th. Yep, AERO in 5th. Looks like he got the job done on Doggy. He's got those softs back on. He has halved the gap to Romeo, AERO. Doggy, pretty clean there. Kagu's only 2 seconds behind Doggy now. Kagu's had a really good last stint in this race to go from the back of the pack up into 7th. Beasting struggled with those wets and had to get into the pits, and not a great time to put his softs on. He's gone down to 8th. Aussie, pretty fair run. He's still holding out Scozzy behind him, rounding out top 10, followed by Addy and Nova.
Look, it's interesting, isn't it? And you do actually wonder how much some of our decisions tonight have come down to the change of the time model. Like, if you look at Water's done about 2 seconds better. He's pulled a 208. I think he was a high 210
Yep.
previously before he changed his tyres.
Yep.
Previously we saw that when the track started to dry out, the difference in the previous tyre model was once it started to dry out, we were really changing our lap time. Like it was 6 seconds, it was sometimes as much as 8 seconds.
Yep.
We were changing by, whereas this just doesn't seem to have that same level of advantage as what we've had in the past.
No,
The
for sure.
The Inzes, once they were, starting to get hot, felt really greasy, and like a 30% worn Inter on a drying track really was about as bad as a 75 or an 80% worn soft tyre. It was pretty bad.
Yep.
Just doesn't seem to have that same impact.
No, you're not wrong.
Santos got the job. He extended the gap, and Roman's in trouble as well.
He
Everyone's
is.
right up on his booty cheeks.
Yeah, not wrong, because Grade made a good comment here, and I'll tell you what, this is his brother he's being nice to. Rome just needs to hold on for one more lap to keep his P4, because he's done well after he got ejected earlier off track from his bit of a late break in mid-pack. So, again, he has done well to get back to where he's at. Let's check this gap. Again, not wrong there, Nana. He has. Check it out. 4.4 for Sad there.
It was 3.7 when I mentioned it. What the fuck?
Wow. And there's no pressure on Anderson. I mean, he's got clean air here. And Sad Bear is just outpacing Anderson. This is an effort from Sad Bear. I mean, there's been a lot of loops.
I think we've got to see Water get back on the podium here. I think he can catch on it.
You reckon? 2.2.
Yeah.
Here we
I
go.
reckon he
We're on
can
the
do it.
last lap. Banana did it with 1.3. It's a big ask, but let's see if AERO can do it.
No,
I'm
I
at.
think he's got it.
You're probably not wrong.
no,
I mean,
he's
look
not
at this
wrong.
wear. Look at this wear on IMAX Inters. AERO's only got about 5% wear on softs. Is he going to get away with that wide run? He did. There's no half second
Yeah.
popping up on the car.
Nah, nothing wrong with that. That's good.
Yeah, he was way in.
Yeah, he'll get it. Can't water.
Oh, I'm hearing you, Harley. It's got one of those voices, doesn't it?
My voice is not good.
No, your voice isn't good. It's just your accent.
I'm a hold up. Monday was fun.
Oh, he has gone a bit deep. He has gone deep. Arrow will come back to a podium position. Are you kidding me? Let's just have a look at the approach here, just quickly.
Yeah, man.
Oh my God.
He's dragging the Anderson in pretty quick.
He has gone out wide big time there, which Arrow did capitalise. And Arrow, Anderson's
Gonna
gone
get
super
Anderson.
Anderson
wide.
was wide as well.
He could cop a pen for that. That was super
Oh, no.
wide. Is he going to get a half?
Getting a deuce maybe.
He's looped it with the pace. Huge pace from the young fella, and he just couldn't keep it again up on that moist strip with a solid exit. Wow, he put on a show, didn't he, in the last couple of laps?
Mate. And then Nürburgring does the same.
Here comes Sad Bear around the final turn. 5-second gap after
He
all
does.
the shenanigans.
Very
He's
nice.
gonna do it easy.
He's going to do it easy. Well done to Sad
Give
Bear.
him a
He's
flash.
big win.
I don't know what languages Water Arrow can speak.
Oh, I know, mate.
My bet is if he could speak a few different languages, he'd
He'd be
be
all.
letting fly with a couple.
Yeah, he'd be banana on steroids right now, because you got to give it to him. Didn't he give it to it to
What
come
a
back to
great
where he
drive.
did? Yep.
That's a ball buster. Oh my man.
Oh, he's gone around
Arrow's
again.
pinned it
He's
again.
gone around again and lets Doggy slip up into 6th position. Arrow just a full send at the end there. Gives us some entertainment for sure. Scozzy will go over in 8th. Kagu finishes up. And Ozzy will go over in 10th. The top 10 did the victory lap this time. Addy in 11th and Makinova finishes out in 12th. That was action-packed, boys, and I tell you what, that reel in from Arrow was a spectacle and a half. It's just a shame
Great railing.
that he just really sent it up on those wet strips and put himself around a few times. What a race.
Sad
Congratulations to
Bear just sat
Sad
there.
Bear.
The whole race managed to stay out of trouble. The seas parted for him on a couple of occasions.
Yep.
And he's just held on to it. He's just
He
gone
did.
out there, done the job he needs to do, come
He
home with
started
the
in
win
ninth.
and the wild card
Yep.
into next week.
Yeah, starts in 9th position, probably the best race we've seen Sad Bear do. I've said it in the last couple of nights watching him on track. He's been a lot quicker, but consistently quicker is the key. That's what I notice and love seeing in drivers that come into us here at Street2Track. I've loved it since before we even formed Street2Track, and myself doing it with, you know, when I first started racing with Digger and Rome back in the PLE days, even just before that. You know, when you pick up your consistency, you feel better about yourself. A quick lap here and there's nothing. Anyone can pull off a quick lap. But when you start, you know, showing those times pretty evenly on your sheet and you're pacing consistently again, that's where it's at. It's good to see.
Worth
Well
noting,
done.
he pulled 8 places too to get to there.
He did, yeah. He started in 9th position, Sad Bear. So really, really good. Drivers in race 2, head on over as you are into the chat. Give us a briefing on that one. Arrow.
I'm gonna self-report on that one.
No, well done, Ray, mate. You had
Mate.
you had a good reel in back. It was just unfortunate on your late
bad,
break.
man.
Yeah, mate, it's all good. Shit happens. You did have a good run back though after it did happen. It's just one of those things, mate.
I ended up dropping back to last, so from last to 4th, I'm not gonna be complaining about that.
Yep. Nah, you did well, mate, in the end. Because if we have a look at the total results there again, Sad Bear with his win from 9th position. Such a great run from him, considering the rest of the field
Well done,
looped
man.
it left, right, and centre. So you've got
Awesome
to be happy
work,
with that
dude.
one, mate.
Awesome
Right,
work,
wild
Sad
card
Bear.
into
Hell
race
yeah, man.
round 7.
and Sadbe had an incident at the start as well.
Exactly, yeah. So no, mate. Again,
And Water Arrow proves that he is not a stickler for his name.
Yeah, 100%.
Like an arrow in the rain.
I know, mate. I tell you what, his reeling on you guys was phenomenal. It was just a shame that he just kept that throttle down when he was getting right out on the outside apex, exiting those corners, because it was the only thing that brought him down was that quick pace on exits he's got up on those strips that are just deadly in the wet. So
What a race.
I'm curious to
What a
find out how
Yeah,
many
good
times
stuff,
Arrow.
buddy.
I'm pretty sure I counted five spins that Arrow did, as
Yep.
in 5 separate loops.
yep.
Tell you what, I was lucky enough to catch that recovery of doggies on the stream when you did the replay.
Yep.
Oh my god, what a recovery.
It was the recovery and a half. Doggy just done a loop from an unfortunate, because you could see Beasting, his car become unstable and he's had to grab it quick, so he's ricocheted into Doggy's pit manoeuvre position. Doggy's just done the 360, another 180, looped it back around and come out on track perpendicular, right behind or right in front of the guy that redressed him. So Doggy, that was, even Luke commented in stream, a bit of emotion happening there, mate.
Oh, yeah, fucking when we were going through those first set of corners before he gave me the little love tap,
Yep.
I was saying to him, I said, don't do it. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. Wait,
Yeah.
wait, and then bang, and I was off.
Yeah, that's all right, Anderson. We'll obviously check it all out, mate, and Auto and Goju will go for everything. If they get hung on a decision, obviously we'll come in and we'll check it right out, but, mate, they're pretty thorough. They'll go through it. Rome was the first one to actually put his hand up for that late break there. It was a little bit wet early. He caught the water, got on the brakes late, but you know what? He was the only one to actually go right off track on the incident, so it could have been a hell of a lot worse for everyone involved. A couple lost some positions, but at the end of the day, the one that was hurt worst was Rome himself. So you're good for it. It's racing 100%.
There was
Kinda
one
was
point
a
in the
late
race.
break because
And also-
Anderson was up my inside late on the brakes as well.
Yes, it was a bit of a combo of everyone there
Outside
heading
late on
into
the
it.
brake, yeah.
And also, well
Going
done to
up
Mr.
that-
Anderson with that second place too.
Sorry, Bondi,
Little
can
bit
you
of
just grab those results for
Yeah,
me
mate.
as well, because
Go
I've
on.
already left the lobby.
Not a problem, man.
Can you grab those and send
There was one point going
Yep.
up the S bend up the hill. It was that fucking heavy with rain. You couldn't see the green marker on the inside of the track as you're taking that fucking that right-hander before the left.
Dead set.
Oh, bro, it was crazy.
Nice.
Dude, I can't believe that you'd say
right.
that you couldn't see green. Of all the colours. Of all the colours.
All the colours.
I'm actually colourblind, so
Colourblind
But why
out.
do you
see
keep
green.
Why do you keep asking Dexy for a green whistle? Ask him for a blue one.
Yeah, fucking
Yeah,
hell.
I might get a different result.
As long as it's expired, he'll be happy. It'll work better.
Can I be brown whistle?
There's
Oh,
all
I
four.
don't-
There's all four
I
results there,
don't know
Rome.
what that is.
Oh, cheers, Bondi.
Banana might have a pink flute you can have.
Hey,
Flesh
hey, Doggy, I mean not Bondy, Jesus. Doggy, if you can dress up as a certain character, I got you.
You got me, mate? What do you want
Yeah,
to dress
No,
me
there,
up as?
there was obviously, look, just to cap off boys quickly, there's a lot of bit of action in there, that one. There's a lot of loops. It's to be expected sometimes in those conditions, but overall you just turn it into a thoroughly entertaining race from top to bottom. So even though there was a little bit hard done by here and there, you'd think nothing's obviously malice. It was just the conditions. These are so fast and closely matched in pace.
done, boy.
Stuff like
It's
that's
just
got
racing.
to unfold from time to time. It's very rare, but at the same time it did make it thoroughly entertaining. So don't feel too bad about a single thing, guys. It was good stuff.
I certainly will be reporting myself for 4 incidents against myself.
Against yourself, yeah, 100%.
Bondi,
Yeah, mate, yeah.
I'd like to point out 2 incidents with myself. One on
Yourself?
One. No. Like involving myself. One on Sadbe and one on Kogu.
Ah, yeah, too easy, mate, too easy. Not a problem, mate. Auto and Goju will go through and check it out over the next couple of days. Rome will put some interim
Honestly, to
points
be
in
fair,
for us now,
Abby,
or whenever.
To be fair, man, it was mainly lag.
Yes.
Because I was behind Eddie when
Good
he
point,
ran
Dob.
into Sad Bear.
Yep.
And Eddie was a little bit left and right, and
Yep.
it just
Nah,
he bumped
good.
left, and it
Yeah,
bumped
it wasn't
Eddie.
a-
It bumped
Yeah.
Sad Bear off the
Yeah.
track.
Nah,
Alright.
solid point,
Yes.
because I did pick up from race one that we had, it looked like it was a little bit spiky here and there, which is obviously a server issue. Our connection on Sunday's been perfect, especially in the last couple of months, except for when Nations and stuff's on, or if there's a server issue. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it in a nutshell. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just...
I was behind the both of them when it happened, and I watched Eddie just boom to the
Yeah.
left, and Sad Bear went off into the dirt, and I was like, bit of lag issue.
Yeah, a bit of a spike. Oh,
Sad Bear, can you tell us when you were looking at the, I guess the last 5 or 6 laps, were you thinking to yourself, should I go in and get softs, or were you pretty committed to staying out on the inters? Like, were you umming and ahhing about it, or you were pretty sure?
Well, I was still getting faster lap times, so I thought, what's the point in going in? And then water arrow went in, and then that was kind of like, screw it, I'll just stay out and see what happens.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was pretty
And
much
that's
it.
the
And I just
best
tried to like,
call.
pull my tyres down in the wet whenever I could.
There you go. Awesome job, man. Awesome race. Awesome job.
I was hoping I could get in and out and catches again, but
I went in for full wet thinking it was gonna get worse, and it got dry.
You've been spewing out, he's like, yeah, bring on the rain.
Don't worry, baby.
Oh, and Paul McNover as well,
McNover did a
after
good
all
one.
of that, goes into
Yeah, he
the
did a
pit,
goodie.
comes out on medium.
Did he mean to put the mediums on in chat, guys? Or did he say I fucked it up here, or what? Or did he...
He put the mediums on, come back out, and then saw the
And
weather
it
radar
started
and went,
raining.
fuck.
Oh, no. Yeah.
because he thought it was starting to dry up from there because the dry line was starting to
Yeah,
appear.
see, that's
And he
where...
Went, he went, yeah, I'm going to be cheeky, jump in now, do the undercut, and run the rest of the race on mediums, and then it went boom, and he just went, oh, fuck.
Yeah, that's where I think a driver or two a little bit unaware, maybe McNover, because the weather is mapped. So, you know, even though there's variations in the game, you've got to look at that map weather and see the rain in the middle. It's gonna happen in the middle, like whether it's intense or not. There's definitely going to be rain, and if you knew that was coming, you wouldn't have put the mediums on. So I think it's just a thing where he's probably not used to the mapped weather, and he forgot to go back and look and see exactly when it's going to come. It's just a simple